The value of life. Value, the regard that something is held to deserve. What is the value of life? What regard does a life deserve? Are lives deserving of any consideration at all? The value of life is not something that one values about another. That would more closely resemble love. The value of life is only felt and understood by the sole possessor of such life, the individual experiencing it. Life matters only to the beholder, and to the beholder this is the most valuable thing of all. Thus there is no actual external value for life. Generally, in business systems involving live resources like animals, the value of life is completely lost and overshadowed by the desire of humans to utilize the being as a resource rather than respecting the being as the experiencing individual that it is. Those who lose sight of the value of life or are unaware of it can become dangerous towards the individual whose life is in question. Those who do not regard the value of life can become exponentially more dangerous when they also value monetary pursuits and choose to disregard the value of another's life in order to further their personal, human-centric monetary gains. Humans quickly and easily lose touch with the value of life because they frequently value their own pursuits more than the desires of others, even desires as critical and sacred as the desire not to suffer. This level of disregard generally occurs at a subconscious level, but even when consciously acknowledged by the individual, there is frequently so much cognitive dissonance, conflict between belief and actual action, between the individual and the reality of their actions, that they can look the truth in the face and still not feel any weight from these actions. The price of animals is cheap, very cheap, sometimes for pennies or fractions of a penny per living creature. It's even less for creatures who are already dead, who must be bred, then killed. This demonstrates that many humans do not value animate experiencing life. For animated life means so little, less than the smallest amount of human-centric currency possible. Because of this, one can see that the humans selling such creatures do not care that it is alive, only that it's an asset, thus a business expense. These sellers only care that the animal is alive for the purpose of needing it alive. Many industries profit off of dead animals, which require animals being bred and killed, further exemplifying the disregard humans generally hold for the value of life, which, again, only matters to the small individuals that fall underfoot of a human's business model. Within the animal trade pervades a mentality which depersonalizes the beings that are used as resources. These businesses treat the lives of those underfoot as if they are of no value, care or concern, and thus these beings are treated ultimately as if they are no more than an inanimate object, although they are a universe in themselves, a living experience as you or I are. This is in part because, in practice, the beings are literally viewed as an inanimate object instead of a living individual. Generally, a business owner views these beings through the lens of an asset, an inventory quantity, a cost-loss investment. The business owner is subconsciously disregarding the experience of such beings. These animals are not disregarded because they lack any specific capacities. All animals, from fish who cannot wince their eyes at pain, to animals who show blatant signs of pain congruent with how we do, are used soullessly in business systems. These animals are not disregarded because they are less intelligent than us, as some are even used for their intelligence alone, such as rats, monkeys and dogs bred by suppliers for psychological studies. They are not disregarded because they overpopulate the planet and therefore control of their population is necessary. They are disregarded because we, as humans, view ourselves and our pursuits to be greater than the interests of those underfoot. All the while the business depersonalizes them, viewing them as nothing more than a number in their inventory, an asset, a business supply. The lack of experience or personalizing comes by the hand of the business and the business only. The business operates as if the individuals are soulless, regardless of whether they are truly soulless or not. These business systems hold no room for the value of life, and therefore will reduce the individual's liberties in an effort to maximize profits and reduce margins. This can and will lead to inhumane treatment and the gradual degradation of treatments done for the welfare of the individuals that are being used in the business system.